Mark, you're stopped, right?
That was Kat and Elwood with a score of 180. Up next we have Johnny and Cleo, followed by number 11, Jordan and Dude, and then number 12, Jennifer and M.
Yeah, I just killed it and started it again. So we're good now. Now it's on YouTube. So,
Hey Clyde, I got another 5 coming to you.
Go by.
so yeah, everything's functioning now.
Walk up. Walk up.
For some reason,
Yeah, you.
for some reason, YouTube went back and died. But it's back on now.
Well, the American got us hooked up.
Oh,
Done this to my kids so many
that's
times.
good. It is working out.
Yeah, that's RG.
You do it in the house.
No, we don't need it. We got it.
Right on. Thanks, man.
Clyde, I thought you could took those ones out.
Director of the Mountain State Stock Dog Association, Steve White, here with us on the SVI Media broadcast. A lot of people make this thing work. Tell us about some of the behind-the-scenes people that make this national finals.
The behind the scenes is what keep us going. I mean, people don't understand that. In each arena, we got 4 arenas going. We got stock setters, you know. The stock setter's responsibility is to be there about an hour and a half early to get their stock in and settled and separated. We got our commentators that are on with you guys, letting everybody know what's going on. Today we have people loading cattle in trucks and delivering them out to the field in the same place. I've got 5 cowboys back there that is a stalker coming out. They're keeping them separate. They're keeping them on feed. They're keeping them on water. They're keeping them calm. But they have to make sure that those cattle never get re-ran in the same arena. So that's a well orchestrated machine up there. Our judges, they're scribes. You know, we got 2 full-time people that are just feeding my staff, so the staff never has to stop. You know, so I mean, right now we're at about 60 people to keep this running full-time.
It's quite the operation for the national finals with live coverage with the MSSA.
No! Away! 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 There! Down! Cleo, down!
What's that?
Down! Cleo, down! Down! Here to me. Cleo, here to me. Here, Cleo! Here, come here. Come here. Down! Cleo, down! Down! Cleo, down! Cleo, here. Down! Cleo, down! Here to me. Down! Cleo! Down!
That was Johnny and Cleo. Thank you. Up next is number 11, Jordan and Dude, followed by 12, Jennifer and M, and 13, Barbara and Romel.
Okay, up next we have number 11, team number 11, Jordan Kilpack and Dude. Calls for the sheep. Great job through the fetch. Headed to 2. Just sneaks past it on this backside.
Lay down. Walk up. Walk away. Come back. Walk up.
Gets 2 done, headed to 3.
Come back. Lie down. Away. There. Come back. Away. Lie. Away. Come back. Lie down. Away. Lie down. Come back.
Gets 3 done nicely. Headed to 4. They're separating just a little bit. Just sneaks past that edge of that panel right there. Nice job through 5. Man, that one was like pushing on the gate to get in.
Warning. Lie down. Lie down. Away.
He's got 1 in, so he's just going to walk behind these 3. 2 are in. There they get all in. Nice job for Jordan and Jude. 2:48 is his official time.
That was Jordan and Dude with a time of 2:48 and a score of 270. We're going to run out and fix some panels real quick. And then up after that will be Jennifer and M.
Hey everybody, it's Steve White with the Mountain State Stock Dog Association. Probably the number one question we get asked is why did we choose Afton, Wyoming as a spot to host our national finals? You know, we can be able to come here, it's cool days and cool nights. It's absolutely beautiful. The handlers love to come here. There's so many good places to eat. The women love to go shopping. They love everything about it. They can come walk up and down Main Street right from the fairgrounds. They don't have to get in their car. The recreation around here is great. They can go fishing. They get four-wheelers. They go riding up in the hills. Really what it comes down to, everybody, is we put on a great national finals here because this is a destination that everybody wants to come to. They save all their year worth of vacation just to be able to come here and spend 10 days worth of their life in Afton, Wyoming. We absolutely love it here and we look forward to coming back here every single year.
Dance with SVI Media broadcasting the National Stock Dog Finals with the MSSSA, and they've been really supportive of the local 4-H as they've held these national finals. Carly Mackey is here from the local 4-H. Carly, tell us what you guys have on the menu here at your food booth today.
We got hot dogs, cheeseburgers, and a lot of other things, and we just want to be here and have fun.
Now, you guys are fundraising for a great cause. Tell us what the local Star Valley 4-H is doing with the money.
So our group is going to buy some new signs for us this year and some new cheers for our group.
Awesome. Come support the local vendors and the local Star Valley 4-H as part of the National Stock Dog Final.
Okay, up next we are on team number 12, Jennifer Stottlemyre and M. Great job through that fetch. Headed to 2. This is kind of where we've had a little bit of bobbles, so we'll see what Jennifer and M, what their strategy is. Just sneaks past it. So again, these sheep, they know where that exhaust is, and that's kind of where they're wanting to go. So just pushing them, M's going to push them off and maybe hold them for a minute by that number 2. And she's got 1 in. So she could take those points if she wanted to. Maybe she can circle them right here. See if they'll turn and face that and want to come into it. Ooh, watch him right there. They're hanging out close, so there, they got it figured out. Good job. Gets them through 2. And they're going to head to 3. M's a pretty dog too. Very intent on what she's doing. Wanting to get out towards that center, but gets him lined back up for 3. Heads him through 3. Again, 3 to 4 to 5, you can make it pretty dang fast. If you can get them lined up with this 4, there is that opening on that far side that they can sneak through, which they like to sneak through, so just making sure you get them lined up. But M gets them lined up great. They kind of string out, and great job on 4, headed to 5. She has about a minute left. See if she can get them through 5. Got that leader sheep out there. Again, make sure they get all the way through. Nice job. She's going to get that gate. Get in there. Not. Oh, don't. Don't let those other ones out. Don't come out. There, we got him. Good job. Jennifer and Ed.
That was Jennifer and M with a time of 3:48.
3:48 and a full
Good job.
points. Good job.
Barbara and Romel, followed by number 14.
Okay, so up next we're going to have Barbara Jacobs and GS Rommel. If you guys are around that Afton area, come on down. There's so many good vendors down here with some great food. There's also a 4-H dog wash going on right now. This is to support a local 4-H group. They do a phenomenal job. So come down. They're located right there by the grandstands. They'll take care of your dogs, make them smell nice, put a cute little scarf on them. So come on down and then come watch some of these runs that we're doing. We still have open going in the Neutrino Loyal Life. And then we also have Nursery Cattle Round 2 going in the True Arena. I believe they're still going possibly. So yeah, a lot of runs still to be made today. Barbara sends Rommel. Who just slides to that side, but quickly brings them back through. She's just showing off. She's like, I'm going to do it backwards first, and then I'm going to turn around and do it forward. Great job. Headed to 2. Great job through 2. Headed to 3. I feel like Barbara's just showing off. She's going to do things backwards and then forwards just to show us that she can. So she will daylight them, so there is kind of an invisible line that she has to cross them. The judge will give her the clear, and then she can go back. So now we're just wanting them to go forward. Gets them through 3, headed to 4. Ooh, watch that hole right there. Yeah, she had one sneak through there, but was able to stop the rest of them. There, she's going to get them through. Nice job. Headed to 5. Gets 5, and she's headed to her gate. Great job. Gets them pinned. Full points.
That was Barbara Romel with a time of 3:33.
3:33.
Up next, we're going to have Ernie and Wish, followed by number 15, Daniel and Ben, and number 16, Cynthia and Sis.
Up next, we're going to have Ernie, Mill, and Wish. Team number 14. So yeah, open cattle is still going on. I believe we may have finished with the nursery cattle. Or it could possibly be going on. But there's still vendors down here. You can come catch this novice round 2. So after these round 2s conclude, we will find out who's going to make it to that final round that's happening Friday and Saturday. We are going to have a sheep Calcutta tonight. So if you have been watching this week and you see a team that you'd like to bid on that makes it to that final round, you can buy them. And then if they win the round, you guys get to split some prize money. So that's going to be super fun. So that's going to happen tonight at 8. Tomorrow night as well, we will have a cattle Calcutta. So Ernie sends for his sheep and wishes off. Just gets one that sneaks. So he can take those points, or he can reset and try to get all 5 through. But he could take 31. There, they got him. I think he was a little confused. He was thinking he was going to 5, but he needs to go to 2. There he goes. So he's going to take the 31. Just about makes it. Just sneaks through. He's got one hanging out in there, but hopefully they'll just circle around. Nope, they're going to head out. There they go. So headed to 3. getting short on time. So not quite being able to finish, but great job for Ernie, Mill, and Wish.
That was Ernie and Wish with the score 81.
81.
We have number 15, Daniel and Ben.
So Daniel,
Number 16,
Wilden, and Ben will be up next. I'm going to unmute my little co-host. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Great. I have my daughter, Cashley.
Yep.
She has been stock setting all week, right?
Yeah.
Where have you been stock setting at?
In the main arena, I've been in the back, and then I've been loading the trailers for the past 3 days for the field events.
And how's that been going?
It's a lot of sitting around waiting for trailers to come back.
I was going to say that field event is kind of a hard thing, a lot of waiting. So,
Yeah.
but we sure appreciate all the stock setters and all that they do. So she got done for the day, so I told her, I said, hey, come over and talk with me because I'm sick of listening to myself. I talk to myself all the time, but
Yeah, she does.
I know, right? But so you're going to see how this sheep is going,
Yep.
are going. So we have Daniel Wilden and Ben are going to be up next. So he's going to call for the sheep. Just gets 2 there, but they're going to quickly get. Ben's going to get him back. So I believe he can take 4, but he's going to take him back through one more time and then bring him back through. So, Cashley, what's your favorite thing about the finals?
All the people.
All the people? How
Yeah.
many years have you been working the finals?
Pretty sure 4.
4 years
4
you've
or
been
5.
you've been a stock setter.
Yep.
And also running your dog Rooster.
Yep.
You didn't quite get qualified this year. Too busy.
Nope. Yeah.
Life of a teenager. Dan and Ben will get their fetch, so he's headed to 2. So you love all the people, the social aspect of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
a lot
running.
of fun.
Running's fun too, but mostly people.
Yeah. Just these sheep like to sneak past. And they're so fast to do it. But Ben gets out nice and wide and then kind of puts the pressure on as they head towards 2. There they get him. Makes it out of 2, headed to 3. So what's been your favorite vendor here so far that you've eaten at?
My favorite vendor?
Yep, your food vendor. What have you eaten at?
Probably the taco place, the Don. Is it Don Julio's Tacos or something like that?
Something like that. I can't remember
Yeah.
what they're called.
I've had their tacos for lunch every day.
And their cup of corn. Oh,
I only had that the first day and it made me sick.
I think it was heat stroke. You
It
did-
probably was
yes.
actually.
So yeah, the cup of corn is super, super good. You can actually get it in the cup or on the cob, and it's
Yep.
really good.
They are really good.
Gets 4, headed to 5. So again, we're at a 4-minute time limit. So he has about unofficially a minute left. Oh, it jumped to the side. Did a little stylish into
Yeah,
that
it
number
did.
5. Now he just needs to open that gate. Well, sheep are like, let's go, get it open.
Well, they thought about it.
Yeah, they've been exhausting through that left-hand side all week, so change it up and it throws them off. But great job. He's going to get them pinned. Full points. And we'll listen for his official time.
That was Dan and Ben with a time of 3:40 and a score of 270.
340.
Next we have Cynthia and Sis, followed by number 17, Craig and Maggie. Number 18.
So up next we have Cynthia Jennings and Sis. Okay, we have team number 16, Cynthia Jennings and Sis. Gets them through the fetch. Now headed to 2. Ooh, just has one sneak out. But Cynthia and Sis are a good team and they get it stopped.
Oh, yeah.
Gets them through. 2. Okay, so now they're going to head to this number 3 in the corner. Gets them through 3 nicely, headed to 4. Just going to sneak and say, watch that hole. Great job through 4. Headed to 5. Again, don't want to push these too fast because they can sneak past it, but great job. Gets them through 5. Now she's going to hustle. Well, sheep are right behind her saying, get that gate open. Oh, that dirty sucker. Watch those ones. Nice job, Cynthia and Sis. Full points.
That was Cindy and Sis with a time of 2:13 and a score of
2:13.
Up next we have Craig
I believe
followed by number 18,
unofficially she will move to first place.
19, Stacy and Jenny.
So up next we have Craig Baker and Maggie May. That's a cute name for a dog.
That is a cute name.
But what does he call her? Maggie or May?
I think he calls her Maggie.
We shall find out.
Yes, we shall.
Calls for his sheep. Get them lined up through that fetch nicely. Headed to 2. It's been interesting to see where the handlers stand, kind of what their strategy is on 2. Just sneaks past it a little bit. Does get him separated. Nice job through 2. Headed to 3. Gets him through 3. Just lining him up with 4. Nice job. Gets him through 4. And headed to 5. Good job through 5. He's going to hustle to his gate. Good job. Gets it done. Craig Baker and Maggie May. Full points.
That was Craig and Maggie May with a time of 3:45.
3:45.
Up next, we have number 18, Antoinette and Russ, followed by 19, Stacy and Jane, and 20, Carter and Leah.
Up next, we have Antoinette Harms and MISR Russ. right through the fetch. Bringing him to number 2. That front one was thinking about coming into 2, but decided against it. Just not quite wanting to go in that. Watch their noses. They sneak past them. Oh. There we got him. Good job. Headed to 3. Headed right for 3. Russ just stepped inside that panel and kind of turned it around. Gets him through 3. So just working on getting him to that number 4. So tomorrow, since we're kind of winding down today, we still have a lot of runs left. But just so you know, so tomorrow's Friday start times. So in the Neutrino Loyal Life Arena, Futurity Cattle will start at 9 a.m. In the True Arena, Novice Cattle will begin at 8 a.m. And in the Sheep Arena, where we're at now, Intermediate Sheep will start at 7 a.m. So Sheep will start at 7, Novice Cattle will be at 8 in the True Arena, and in the Loyal Life Arena, Futurity Cattle will start at 9. Those are your start times for tomorrow, for any of those who are wondering. So they're just working on getting them to 5. She's winding down on time. Gets them through 5. And just about makes it to that exhaust, but great job.
That was Antoinette and Russ with a score of 225.
225.
Up next, we're going to have number 19, Stacy and Jane, followed by number 20, Carter and Leah, and then 21, Parker and Gwen.
Thank you to West Coast Cow Dogs for being one of our sponsors this week as well. Again, we could not do this week without them, so we're super grateful for them and all that they do for the MSSA. We do have some reps here from Neutrina, so if you have some questions about dog food, come on down. They have some samples for you as well, and you can also go to neutrinaworld.com/loyallife to learn about their loyal dog food. They also have the True brand. So the Neutrina True Dog Food is made with genuine ingredients you can trust. Power offers better immune protection, mobility, and digestion. Every serving delivers energy when it really counts. So if you have any questions, and they have dog food for all different kinds, from puppy, professional, high energy, active, and then the adult maintenance as well. So, okay, we are on to Stacy Bisnet and LB3 Jane. This is team number 19. Stacy went earlier with her dog Kirby as well. Nice job on the fetch. Headed to number 2. Again, this is Stacy Bisnet and LB3 Jane. If we could get that name changed at the bottom. There we go. It's like magic every time. I love it. Gets them through 2. Headed to 3. No problem with 3, so she's going to head to that 4th obstacle. Again, wanting to line them up so that they are headed for that angled one and not, oh, that one was going to sneak by. Ah, hold your breath. Ah, dang it. 2 went through, but quickly gets them back. They're a little confused on where they were going, so that actually worked out. She's just going to circle them around. Again, this obstacle can kind of be a ring around the rosy, but she's going to push him a little bit further back and then hopefully line him up with that 4th one. Watch that hole again. Watch. Oh, good job. Good catch. Oh, dang it. She got the 1, so she can take that one if she wants to, but she's going to circle him back around and see if she can get him through that 4th one. They've gone every which way but the way we want them to go, so backs them up. There she gets them. So headed to 5. Kicks up some dust getting them turned. Gets them through 5, and she's going to head to her exhaust. You can hear her telling her, look back. She had 4 that kind of separated and went back towards that back of the arena, so great job getting her back there, and she's going to bring those ones to her. Just missed the gate. There they get in there. Good job for Stacy and Jane. Full points, and we'll listen for the official time.
That was Stacy and Jane with the time of 3:47.
3:47.
Up next we have number 20.
Okay, so we're on team number 20, Carter Harris and Leah.
22, Jennifer with Gus.
You want me to play with you? Sure. I assume there's people on your phone. It won't go away like that. Might switch over. Yeah, go right ahead. Okay. And it is a little different timing. Thank you.
doing a great job out here. He comes to us from Oregon. He's picked up his sheep. They're going to come through this panel nicely, all 5. What a nice job. Now he's got to head to this little obstacle in front. The sheep are looking at it. That's a great maneuver. He's got his hands up, going to step in there, and he's just doing a beautiful job. Teamwork with his dog. All right, now we're heading down to 3.
Will he break or will he run him up?
We've got those sheep moving right on through 3. Now he has this panel on 4, and as you see, these handlers now have a better handlers line. They can go quite a ways up there, so that can help out these novice handlers. These are handlers that are new to the program. They could have a trained dog that somebody else has worked, and they're getting the experience. And this is a trained dog, but he's had it over a year, so I know that they have a really good relationship and training program. So again, Carter's holding his side. He's going to put his dog around, and he's going to head to the pen, and he's got like a lovely time going here. I just got here, so I'm going to have to see what this time is like, and we'll wait for this.
That was Carter and Leah with a smoking time of 1:45 and a score of 270. Good job, bud.
1:45.
All right, up next we have number 21, Parker with Gwen, then 22, Jennifer with Gus, and 23, Barbara with Levi.
Lovely. Big smile on his face. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, no pressure.
All right, there's lots of things going on. There was 4 arenas going on, so there wasn't commentaries at all the arenas today. They had the field. The ultimate field was full with sheepdogs. It was the first time they did a jackpot out there to see how it worked. Dogs did lovely out there. Hopefully they'll do it in the future. So we have our next dog up, dog 21, which is Parker Harris. This is Carter's brother with IMP Gwyn. They're from Halstead, Oregon. And they call for their sheep here. And again, these are both young boys, new to the program. So he's called and sent. Time starts either when the sheep have exited or the handler has sent the dog. It's your choice which way you send. You just need to aim for that number 1 panel. And they look like they're all lined up. With that pressure of the panel, sometimes they just scoot around it. So he's going to flank his dog around and gather him back in there. So the other events that are going on is nursery cattle. And it's in the lower arena. These arenas all are named after nutriment. So right now we're in the sheep arena, which is nutriment power arena. The lower arena is running nursery cattle. The upper arena is running open cattle. It's a tricky course up there in open cattle. So Carter's just trying to settle his dog a little bit so he gets it slowed down. He stepped up a little bit, so he's closer. If you hear the commands they're using is either come by or go by or left. That's all a clockwise motion. People have different whistles to mean that same thing.
126.
And then away to me is a counterclockwise, and that's around the sheep. There is like turn on and stay in that place for most people. It could be kind of a stop or a pause on the dog. So this is a clockwise flank.
There. Wait. There.
Parker's doing a nice job holding both sides. And gotta give these sheep a little opportunity to look down the hole and see the hole.
Here. There.
Lock them in there. Nicely done. Now he's got all the points on 2.
There, walk. Walk.
So he got 45 for 1, 45 for 2. Now he's heading to 3. And the trick here is to hold the sheep against the fence so they make that final panel down there. We have lovely weather today, unlike Monday that it was 50 degrees and cold. It's in the 70s today and lovely. We're all in our short sleeves enjoying it. We have, if you're in town, the 4-H are doing dog washing today and tomorrow from, I believe it's 10 to 2 or 3. They're doing a great job, have a big crew down there. There's lots of vendors. You can get swag for an SSA. Again, this is Parker Harris, IMP Gwynn. And they're working on their 3rd panel, and they've accomplished that. They come to us from Halsey, Oregon.
So there have been 4 arenas going. There was also sheep out in the big field this morning. It was a jackpot, the first time that they had sheep out in the big field. The fastest run out there was 3:22.
You got to clear that last U. Nope, you didn't clear.
So you see the line on the edge of the fence there that's pink?
All they had to pass that,
Which now they have. And now they're going to re-enter the buzzer.
That was Parker with Gwynn with a score of 180.
Good job, buddy.
Up next we have number 22, Jennifer and Gus, followed by 23, Barbara and Levi, and then 24, Sam and Jeff.
180. Appreciate all of it. And we're exhausted. Oh, Abby. The next handler coming in will be 22, Jennifer Stoltenmeyer and J.M. Gus. So it's quite busy around here. They had 2 horse trailers loading out to the field. They have 4 kids that are in the back of this sheep arena that are stock handling. They have all the cattle that they're keeping separated in the 2 arenas in the upper level. It's management of a lot of head of livestock and making sure they have rest time and food and water. It's quite the setup, even if you look behind the tarps. The kids are just doing a great job. And so now Jennifer has sent her dog Gus. They are from Luzerne, from Oma.
Away.
These are our novice handlers, so they have not trialed in the program or new to trialing in the program. And these could be trained dogs that other people have competed with and done well. So they could be open level dogs, but the handler is new. And the Mountain States program allows them to, their program is based on the handler's level. So that's how they get into the novice and gain their experience. All right, so she's trying to get them turned to get through that number 1, get them stopped. Looks like they're going through, and they have to pass that blue line, and they have. All right, now she's going to come to this number 2. She's going to come to the other side. This morning, that's where I was. The last couple have been on the other side. And any of these panels where you're holding, it's kind of tricky because you kind of apply pressure too, as they're kind of turning off a little bit. So keeping the dog out far enough, getting it settled long enough so they can see the opening. So getting stopped, and there they see the opening. Nice little stop on our little dog. And now they're going to go down the fence. So now she's gotten the 45 on 1, the 45 on 2, so she has 90 right now.
Stand! Away!
So this obstacle's tricky. Now she's got to bring it all the way back till it clears that mark on the fence. And I can't see it.
Yep, you're clear.
Screen, but the judge just said she was clear. We have nice weather today. I was commentating on Monday, and it was 50 degrees. We were wrapped up in blankets, and the wind was blowing. It's about 70 degrees, sunny. So if you have a weekend off and you're here after the Wyoming, come join us. This Friday and Saturday is going to be the final go-arounds, and Saturday noontime they're going to have the juniors running their competition, and it's always fun. We stop everything and support them. So now she's working on this number 4, which is tricky, which she just got it. She's got her dog to flank around, get those sheep gathered together. She's going to get them turned here. She's got somebody that's got a little, not going to be a little frisky, not necessarily go. So she might need to lay her dog down so it has a place to go. Saying,
well,
sure.
dang it. Maybe next year.
Just let it stand, and now she's going to head to her repen. So the first day, we pinned to the left of this obstacle. So basically that corner that the sheep keep going to, they pinned for 2 days on that side, and they changed it up yesterday and made it right. Excellent job for Jennifer and Gus.
That was Jennifer and Gus with 3:32 time and a score 270. Up next we have number 23, Barbara and Levi, followed by 24, Sam and Jack, and then 25, Whitney and Ben.
We have lots of supporters. Is also one of our supporters. Coming into the ring right now is number 23, Barbara Jacobs, and she has somebody. They are from Gulf, California. She could come out, she's sent her dog. So some people are using whistles, some are verbal. So they would have a left and a right and a stop. So people are using verbal. Left is a clockwise action, would be go by or come by. Away to me, away is counterclockwise. So she's got her sheep really nice and calm, but they've just skimmed that one panel. If you see that panel, it's kind of at an angle where she is, and those sheep just kind of floated between those two. But she did a nice job getting her turned around, and she still has really nice control. So hopefully the sheep are feeling very comfortable with this dog. Am I broadcasting on the second mic? Can you tell that? Or do I
I think it's us over there.
Am I broadcasting on the second mic?
Down, somebody. Here. Walk up. Somebody, walk up.
I thought it's this one here.
Walk up. Levi, here.
Well, I'm not broadcasting right now. I'm talking
Walk
to you,
up.
but I've been.
Down. Down. There. Down. Walk. Down. Walk. Down. Wait. Down. Down. Hey. Walk. Come by. Down. Come by.
All right,
Come by. Levi, here to me. Come by.
All right, she's going to set up for this number 4. And this number 4 is kind of a tricky one. She's going to come hold aside. All right, so now she's setting up for number 5. She's done a really nice job. She's got a good time. All right, now she's going to head over for her pin. Again, these sheep were pinned all weekend to that left side, and now they're coming into the right. She did a really nice job setting those up. And we'll get her time here in a moment.
That was Barbara Levi with a score, or a time of 3:25 and a score 270.
3:25 and a full points of 270. Samuel White and MISR Jack from Bancroft, Idaho is up next. We have a lot of great sponsors here. Neutrina, we really need to appreciate all the hard efforts that they put in for us and what they give to us. Thank you very much, Neutrina. If you're in the area, they have a whole booth that you can go check out their products. They have nutritionists here. Again, we have coming into our ring one of the young handlers. His parents are the directors and founders of MSSA. I'm sure Dad's here watching to support Sam and Jack. Steve White supplies, prepares all this cattle for this event and acquires these nice sheep. These are range sheep that he's brought down and prepared in the last 2 weeks for this trial so that they could handle it. So away to me is the counterclockwise flank. So he needs to make that first panel. So he's got to enter it and exit past those blue lines that you see there. There, he's got that done. So he's going to head over here to panel 2. Now in MSSA, you're not allowed to have a collar on your dog. You can't have a stock stick. You're supposed to be Western dressed. Samuel's actually in worker dress. He's one of our stock handlers. So we are all in maroon today. There you go. Beautiful work on number 2. Just like a walk in the park. And we can wear MSSA hats or cowboy hats. All right, he's on to 3, and he's got a nice little control of Sam. Of Jack, sorry. Here we go. Trying to get Jack, he's calling him over to him to see if he can get him to flank. The sheep get exhausted in that corner where they are, so they kind of like to hang up there sometimes. Now he's going to head over. Oh, I don't think he's quite completed that. There's a line over on that side as well. And now he's going to line up for number 4. He's coming up the side. All right. Now he made 4, very nicely done. Dad was just encouraging, but I think it encouraged the dog a little bit. So he's getting him flanked.
He's got a nice time. Now the sheep went through the wrong way, so see that pink line on the fence? They all have to pass, which now they have. He can get them turned and back through. We have lots of events tonight. It's dessert and awards for all the year-end awards. Last night they had a great auction for the juniors in the scholarship program. And so now he's off to the pen. And see, these sheep penned right there where that sheep went up to. So they aren't totally used to coming to this right side. So he's going to get them out of there and turn them back in. And there he's got it. Nicely done. And we'll get his official time here in a moment.
That was Sam and Jack with a time of 3:10 and a score of 270.
All right, his score was 270 and his time is 3:10. Nicely done. And he's getting his leash on his dog and giving it a pat, and out they go. Good job, Sam. Really want to thank Neutrina for all their support of this program. And if you can see the sunny and you see there's people on the side watching, that's what you see through the screen is the lace people, the people behind me and to the right of me. The stands have quite a few people watching these new dogs out here. Coming into the ring is number 25, Whitney Wayment and Status Ben from Ogden, Utah. These are the novice handlers. This is round 2, so they had a round, I believe the day before yesterday. And so going out very confidently. Again, these novice handlers, it's all based on the handlers in MSSA. So they can have a more experienced dog that's been handled maybe by a more experienced handler or been an open dog, and so that they can gain experience with these dogs. They can't run with a collar or a stick, so most of it's with verbal, and we have this handler's line for all levels. So the dog's gone and away, down to pick up the sheep. And they also allow us sideline help, so it sounded like there was some coaching from the outside. This looks like a young girl that's one of our junior handlers. I don't have any notes in my catalog that tells me, but she's doing good. She's coming over here to this panel. Again, those sheep know that's where they've been exhausting because this is day 4. So they've been coming out and going back in the same pen. So the first day they didn't want to go in that end at all, but they figured out that's where they're done. So she helped out there to make those sheep come over here. And she had one skim. So she can either move on or come back and redo it. It's her choice. So now that she's turned the stock back here, she's going to be redoing it. In the herding world, we call this a draw when they want to hang out somewhere that's where everybody else is living. So there's sheep behind that tarp on that end. And so she's got to convince him to get him off that area nice and softly.
Warning! Thank you!
Turn the camera.
Calling to you. Here!
All right, it's always hard. These dogs have been working cattle. All right, now the set out dog's going to pick up the stock.
Up next we have number 26, Stacy with Beverly, followed by number 27, Paulo and Oso, and number 28, Lane and Doss.
Country Fed Naturals dog food is crafted for hard-working dogs, packed with high-quality protein, essential vitamins and minerals,
It's designed to fuel their energy and endurance. No fillers, no artificial additives, just pure natural nutrition for your loyal partner. Our formulas support your dog's digestive health, ensuring they can thrive at their best with comfort and ease. Country Vet Naturals gives your dog the strength and stamina to perform their best. Because when the job's tough, they deserve the best. Power your dog's performance with Country Vet Naturals.
Handler coming into the ring. This is Stacy Bisnet and LB3 Beverly from Wilton, California. Again, all our stock handlers are kids. It takes quite an operation. We have 3 rings going on right now. This morning we had a 4th ring, the big open field. We have nursery cattle going in the lower field, and in the upper arena that we have open, and in this arena we have novice. So these are our new handlers. Again, they could have an experienced dog. She did a nice job coming to 1. Nice time on it. That first panel is the tiebreaker. So if there's a tie with the same exact time, and then they would take the time that it takes to get to that first panel to break that time. That does happen. Sometimes these lighter dogs, they're not sure about them, but that dog had no problem saying, let's go. So now she's heading for 3. And come by is a clockwise command. And she's just trying to get him over there. And she's trialing at a lot of different levels. She has border collies and novice cattle and novice sheep. 3 different dogs. And there, she got that nicely. Sometimes that's a really good option. Just slow it down, have the dog down, and let them see that opening, and they just cruised right on through it. She's got a very nice time going here. And she's just steadily working it in there. Little patience here. She's just stepping up a little bit to help her dog out. And once they decide to go through this hole, she's going to head to the repen. Again, if we can cover, do a little clockwise flank so they can't go into this corner where they were pinned those first 3 days. And that lead sheep just followed her on over because the dog was just laid there and gave her lots of space. Nicely done. We'll get the official time here in a moment.
That was Stacy with Beverly with a time of 2:51 and score 270. Up next we'll have number 27, Paula and Oso, followed by number 28, Lane and Doss, followed by number 29, Craig and Lizzie Lee.
So Stacy and Beverly had a full points of 270 and a time of 2:51. Nicely done. All right, this handler is number 27, Paula and Osa. This is an Australian Shepherd. It says they're from Ebbett, Idaho, but I believe they're in Wyoming now. And these can come in on leash or off leash. It's up to the handler. And again, these are novice handlers, so they could have more experienced dogs, or these could be dogs that they trained themselves. And I just happen to know Paula, and she has done a lot of hard work training this dog. Okay, so now we've come down there, picked up her stock, and now we're heading to that panel. So she got one through, so it's an option. She can go around and get all 5. So they've all daylighted, so they went through the panel the wrong way, so they had to get back to the entry and the exit. Nicely done. Now we're heading to this panel that's right in front of me, number 2. She's trying to get it a little bit settled. So she's trying to get off, get a little wider. The Australian Shepherd can be in a little tighter than some of the other breeds. So there, she got it stopped. Get her stopped again, Paula, and you got it. Okay, she's holding her side. But if that dog's pushing, so that's something that's hard to train, because if you start to put pressure, that kind of gets the dog a little nervous because they think they need to do more. So she's just taking a little break, which is probably a good idea. And now she's going to go out and around, get her down. So when she felt that pressure, it just was a little more than she could think about. And we want to keep them grouped, so some of the circling. And again, she's just letting her think. Now the dog has to take them all the way out. That's the entry, they're all out. And we just have a little bit too much over flanking, so it's hard to see that little opening with that much. And she thinks they're getting away, so she got around and got them back over here. Hold your side. So if she kind of holds her side, they might go in there because they're looking at the hole. Down, down. Good. I'll try to osmosis. Good job. Thank you very much. She got that panel though, so it's a win for her and her dog. 4 minutes with 45.
The score 45. Up next we have number 28, Lane Doss, followed by number 29, Craig and Lizzie Lee, and number 30, Antoinette and Fred.
We also have a Calcutta that's coming up. I believe that's tomorrow night. So if there's dogs that you like, you can get information about the Calcutta on the website, and you can participate and be a part of the trial and get a part of the wins and the money. the scholarship fund. There's also a little button if you want to donate to the scholarship. You can also do that. And I believe they have a little story about Allie, who is this year's scholar receiver. Okay, we have our next handler coming out, Lane, Clement, and Doss from Montana. Lane this is a Border Collie cross, and he's only in novice sheep and cattle. And he has sent his dog and coming around nicely, saying hello. The herding, we say that's an outrun as they go down and lift. You kind of want them to look at where you want them to go and then fetch right through the spot you want. That was lovely. Now he's got to set up for this number 2. There's always a black sheep in the family. And nicely done. He's heading down to 3. Nice quiet. He is using verbal commands. He's using stops and flanks. Now he's got to set up for that little number 4. Looks like they're heading past it, so he's stepping up. So he's going to try to get everything settled because there's a hole on that side. So the judge just told him to watch his line, so I assume it's kind of in front of that panel. And so he made that panel. Now he's heading over to number 5. And it was fine that the dog went out and under just to get around. It kind of relieved a little pressure, so that worked. He's getting this all lined up. And sometimes if he's facing and putting pressure on a dog, it's putting a little pressure back on the sheep. So there you go. He's kind of released it, and there they go right on through. Now he's going to head to the repin. And again, you see if he gets them over to this side there. His dog brought him out of that corner and right into the pen. And the time stops when they cross the end. Not when they close, when they cross that bow gate there. So his score was 304, and his score was 270 full points. So we're getting close to the end of today. So in the upper arena is Open Cattle, which is the Neutrino Loyal Life arena. In the lower arena is the new True, which is having the nursery dogs are running there on cattle. And now we have Craig Baker and Lizzie Lee, and they are from Tempe, Arizona. So it's a little bit of different temperature for them. Again, these are novice handlers, so some of it's their first trials out. So the dog's going a little bit straight, so he's got to get it out and around the sheep. I also know Craig, so he's done all the training on these dogs. So it's all part of the learning curve. there. He just stepped over, so the dog started to bring him around. So these dogs like to fetch to us, so he's moving over to see if she'll go around. She's a little bit tight on them, but she's making this turn. He's still working on number 1 down there. So they've gone the wrong way, so now they've all cleared. So if he can get her out and around. And they skimmed around again. Somehow these panels, they just put a lot of pressure on the dogs and the people and the sheep. And so you think they're going to go right on through, and they feel that pressure and they get sucked around. See, now they're looking at it. Maybe if he just waits a little bit, flanks. There you go. Now he's got number 1. So he's got 45 points. That's also when they'll stop the time and have a tiebreaker. So if somebody else has the exact time as someone else, they use the first panel tiebreaker time to break that for the placings. So he's got it nicely laid up. He's backed off where some of the people have gotten really close. He did a really nice job of backing off and giving those sheep space. So now he's got 90 points. So he's heading to panel number 3. And he had to get him off the panel and heading towards 3. Play with it. There we go. He just got through 3. I have a hard time seeing 3 in my screen and down the field in person. So we got to get it slowed down to do this number 4. So he's going to bring the sheep out and around. And so you're hearing flanks like away, that's counterclockwise around the sheep, or go by or come by. The handlers that are using whistles, they're doing the same thing. And then they either have stops or downs. You're also hearing them say there, that's usually like a pause or turn on to the stock. All right, he's being very patient here. All of a sudden, my volume got higher. All right. All right, they have 4 minutes is all they have out here, so he has 135. And our set-out dog is going to pick up the sheep and put them up. So again, these are our novice handlers, so they could have an experienced dog, or it could be a dog that they've trained themselves. We've had a couple in the last few minutes. There were handlers that I know that they trained their dogs. You could also have an open handler's dog that you've gotten, or they've helping you out by getting the experience. And this is just points and time. 3 arenas are going right now. We still are running. We have much nicer weather today than we had Monday when I was on the mic. It's warm. We have the sun in our eyes, and we have a little bit of a breeze, so that's cooling us. Okay, novice sheep round 2. Antoinette. Antoinette and MISR Fred from Livingston, Montana. She's already had a dog out, I'm getting told, so she had a nice run. So she's running again. And she sent her dog. And it's important to get a nice little pickup down here. And she got all 5 through there. Nicely done. So now she's got to come up here for the second one. So hey, if you guys are in the area, there's the 4-H dog wash from 12 to 3. $10 to get your dog washed. So come on down. We're here in Afton, Wyoming. Tonight is the Sheep Calcutta. This is an opportunity that if there's dogs that you've liked, you can look at. So she got 2 through there. So it's up to her if she comes around and takes all 5 through. Now she's looped around and hasn't said anything to the judge, so she's gonna try to get that. And this has been a little bit challenging for the young dogs, this panel, because we're sitting over here and we're putting pressure, and you see all these fences back here, that's putting pressure because they want to go back there. So now she's got the dog stopped, so hopefully that'll settle things down. Oh, I was on the wrong day. There's also a cattle Calcutta is Friday night, so the sheep Calcutta is tonight. So if you've found any favorite dogs, you can find out on the website how you can get involved with that and pick your favorite dogs and get in on the little pot. All right, so she's working on number 3 down there. Just a little bit close and a little bit fast. See if she can get him settled, and it's hard. See all these panels sitting here, putting pressure on that dog, and not too sure he wants to be in there. He's probably used to working a little more out in the open. We have lots of panels out here. We have black tarp, and since the wind picked up a little bit, it's flickering a little bit, so giving him a little extra. And then if you have any thoughts about coming down here to Afton, Friday and Saturday are really the big days. Those are the days that we're going to be doing the final go-arounds for futurities and open and sheep and cattle, and great opportunity to see all the dogs. And then at noontime on Saturday, they always do the junior handlers. It's just wonderful, a fun little thing to watch and support. We stop everything and support those kids. So we've been at this since Monday. There's a crew of about 50 plus to put this event on. At each ring, there's a commentary, there's all the filming crew, there's the scribe, the judge, there's 4 to 5 stock handlers back in the back. This sheep arena has kids back there, and 4 of them doing a great job back there, keeping these sheep happy, fed. So she's working on number 4 now, and she's just trying to have a conversation. We've seen this earlier. Hello, remember I'm out here with you. Getting things settled so those sheep get where they want to go.
No, you're great. No, you're still good. Yeah, you're still good.
I was talking to nothing when I was over there.
So what's going on now up in the Neutrina Lloyd Life Arena is open cattle. Round 2. And we just ran out of time. And this arena is the Novice Handlers Round 2.
we'll have our next handler. Jody Hart and Dan from Wild, Idaho. And they can come in on leash or off leash. Their handler line is near those panels. They set them out so it's time started when the dog went. If by chance the sheep went back into the pen, they would be called. We don't want any sheep running back on there, so when the dog takes off early before those kids are out of the way, it can be a little risky. So she's got all 5 through. Can you hear all that noise? I turned it off because it's... Right? All right. Oh, so I'm not doing anything? So I should just be quiet?
You're good for just 1 second.
It's just echoing in my ears. I told you it wasn't working. So I was talking away on the other mic and I finally decided I don't think I'm fine.
Test, test.
All right, thank you, Jody and Dan.
We were having mic trouble. We're looking at that.
We're going to move on to number 32, which is Daniel and Skid, followed by number 33, Mariah and Sage, and 34, Randy and Sage.
All right, it's Daniel Walden and Skid from Montana. It will be coming in next. And our stock handler today is one of our judges. I want to thank you to all our Reserve Champion Buckle sponsors, Rising W Kelpies, SLV, Stock Dog, More Enterprises and Spay B Stock Dogs, and Hurleman Stock Dogs, and Got Dogs. Thank you guys for supporting the Reserve Champion Buckles. It's great. They're absolutely beautiful. They were displayed up in the front. We can all look at them and see what they look like and what we're working for. I want to also thank our deluxe sponsors, HR Stock Dog, Flying Fins Border Collies, Windmill Stock Dogs, SBL Engineering, and JB Waterwell. We have our champion buckle sponsors as well, Sheer Bliss, Wayman Stock Dogs, West Coast Cowboys, More Enterprise, JB Waterwell, Red Baron Drive-In, Alpine Animal Clinic, Creeper Border Collies. The Afton community really supports this event. They had a little ladies' day and open house downtown, gave away little soaps and things. This is number 31, Jody Hart and Dan from Wilder, Idaho. My other sheet says he's from Montana, so I'm not sure where he's from. He's got a nice run going here.
This is Daniel, Dan. Daniel and Skid.
Okay, my screen just changed to Daniel Wild and Skid from Gillette, Wyoming. And he's working that number 4, which is just tricky, nice and patience there. He got them up in there. So he's running a novice sheepdog and novice cattle. Another dog is novice cattle. Both are border collies. Again, a little patience here. If the dog gets too far in front, then somebody gets a little frisky with us. But got it done. Now he's heading to the repen. He's got a nice little time going here. And the dog, got to get him out of that little corner there where they've been pinning on the left side. There he goes. And around, and the time stops now. No. It's when they break that threshold, so it doesn't matter how long it takes him to close that gate. So a score of 270, and we'll wait for the time.
White and fluffy.
Yeah, that's the one I'll start to
Zane, are you counting or what do we have for sheep?
Let's count a second.
Okay, let's run this round and then count for it. We've got,
All right, this is Murray and Sage from New Plymouth, Idaho. And she has sent her dog and slightly overflanked. Just so you guys all know, there in the left about where the dog is where they go back. Where they go back after they've come to this other end. So sometimes it's a little heavy there. They like to hang out. So she's right next to the panel, and they've just skimmed to the right of it a little bit. So she's going to loop them around. This is our novice class, so she can walk up pretty close. She has a little bit of movement around the course. So all those sheep have to clear, which they have. So now she's trying to put a little pressure on the sheep. And then she's going to walk that dog up, and in through the panel they go. Nicely done. That's teamwork. I like to see teamwork. All right, they're coming up to this panel in front. Looks like we've got a nice, calm dog here, so we'll see. And I was just trying to settle the situation.
It's been interesting today to see how they take on this number 2 and where they place themselves as a handler. I haven't really seen like a consistent thing that works.
There we go.
But she gets them through.
Yep. Some of the people are on the right side and some are on the other side. But giving them a chance to see the whole seems to be what I've been seeing.
Yeah.
This is the only dog she has. She's only running one novice sheepdog. And so now she's on to 3. We did have a very nice run earlier by one of our junior handlers, 1:45.
That's fast.
is really fast. And then his brother had to follow.
That's always hard when the siblings have to follow each other.
Yeah.
Bragging rights for sure.
Yes. And it's so hard because now you got two panels in front, and those sheep thought, well, we'll go through this one.
Yep.
Get worked back over there. But this dog has a nice down, and it's kind of sad keeping those sheep settled. She still has a...
Oh, she sliced a couple to that side.
So now she has to daylight, and I can't. I think they said it was just the panel there, so I think it's daylighted.
Yep. Again, a 312, so
she's doing good.
I say that you can make up a lot of time if you can get through this 5.
Yeah, but some have been hanging up on 5. I've been calling it a little frisky critter, but she's got everybody looking the right way if she just gets a point in there.
Yep. So kind of getting short on time.
All right, got them turned around. Both ends of the arena have a draw where the sheep want to go. There is sheep at both ends, so.
Oh, push them through, push them through.
Come on, she's got to get them through here. She'll get points for this. Now she's got to get them into the repeat.
Oh, shoot. So close.
It was.
That's Mariah and Sage with a score of 225. Up next, we have...
So that's full time and 225. Randy Westover and Sage from Homedale, Idaho is up next. And see how they're... We really want to thank Neutrina and all their support. This is the Neutrina True Immune Power Arena. Thank them for all their support of MSSA and the competitors. If you're in the area, they have a whole nutritionist down at their booth and an opportunity to see a whole line of their products. We have 3 arenas going today. We had 4 this morning. Sheep were also out in the big arena. They had 2 trailers taking them out. Got Dogs is Ginny Biggers is a big supporter, a director of MSSA. She's running around making sure, along with Steve Wright, to make sure everything is in order. We appreciate all their support and putting on this program. MSSA has been around since 2017, so it's a newer program that's definitely growing. All right, our next handler out is Randy Westover and Sage from Homedale, Idaho.
Just misses the fetch to the side.
So hopefully you're going to know some of our junior handlers. A couple I know, but then a couple I wasn't sure, and our book doesn't tell us.
Oh, it should have the junior handler list.
Oh.
For Saturday. There's Novice. Let's see. That's round 2.
Yeah, but isn't that the ones that...
I was going to say they should be. I believe we have about, right here. Where are these ones? No, that's cattle. They should, I think they're in there somewhere. I can't remember where they're at. But yeah, a lot of junior handlers, they wait all week to be able to compete on Saturday, and they mean business when they get out there. It's such a fun class to watch.
I guess I'm referring to some of the younger handlers out here. You know, I've spotted a few like Carter and that are out here in the regular class running.
Yeah, which is great.
I've been trying to recognize the ones I know, but...
Yeah. No, this is the future of this program, so it's fun to see all these younger ones competing in the novice. And I believe Carter competed yesterday in the nursery class, which was huge. And he He didn't quite get it finished, but holy cow, to be able to walk out there in that nursery class and run it as well as he did
He
a
did a great job.
Yeah.
Yep, I got to see both days, and yep, that was a dog. I believe he's only been training that dog for about a year.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, it's pretty good to be
Yeah.
out there doing that. So this is a little tricky because you got to hold that sheep all the way to this fence on this side, but not go so far that it pulls that stock back.
There she gets it done.
Now we're heading over to 4.
Just has them split just a little bit. She's going to walk over and plug that little hole that we have on that by that number 4. So she'll send Sage and get him. There she gets him through. Headed to 5.
And so if she gets down here, that'll help it out so the dog knows where we're going here.
I was going to say, she's right around 20 seconds left.
So you're hearing it come by. That's a clockwise flank. But if you looked at the relationship of the dog to the handler, it was kind of a perfect 12 o'clock. And a lot of these dogs like that position.
Yep.
All right.
Doesn't quite get it finished, but good job for Randy and Sage.
Score of 180. Nicely done. WorkingStockDog.com is a new place that you can see fine things. I went on their website. They've got a lot of information.
It's a smart idea.
Yeah.
Just an easy place that you can go get information about breeders, trainers, trials coming up.
So they're looking for people to contact them and get added to it and let them know about their events.
Okay. So we have TJ Willis and Tag.
I think.
Yep, there we go. And we're getting down to the wire on these novice handlers and sheep.
I had one of the handlers tell me the reason they put their hands in the pockets so they stay calm.
It's a good idea.
I'm always pointing out there.
Yep. I was going to say, I use my hands quite a bit.
So in MSSA, you can't have a stock stick, can't have collars on your dogs in Western dress. And so for some of us, that's a little different than normal. Okay. See if he gets this a little bit settled. So he got one through, so it's up to him if he's going to go on. But once they've circled around again, the judge really assumes he's going to go back there.
See, at this point where you're in round 2, you want to go for those full points. Even if it's going to take a little bit extra time, you want to be able to make it back for that final round.
And this first panel is the tiebreaker. And so the time when you get all 5 or whatever number you want through this panel is what they use if you have the exact same time as someone else with the exact same score. This first panel will separate the placings. And here's another black sheep.
There's a couple of them.
Yeah, there's 4 I heard. Steve told me. 2 or 3 were out in the big field, and
come on.
Here we go. He's got it this time. Nicely done. So now he's got to come up here and do this number 2. And they really like that corner because that's where they got exhausted the first 2 days. So
yeah, they're waiting patiently.
So is both cattle arena still going, you know?
It is. The open cattle round 2 is still going. That has been a tough course today.
Woohoo!
But people are getting it done. They are and putting some fast times in there, so it'll be interesting to see who gets to come back for that final round. But yeah, there was a lot of things in that course today that made it tough.
Yeah, the sort was really tricky.
Yeah. And then number 2 obstacle had a lot of openings that you had to cover.
Yep. Really the crucial of this number 2 is just to get everything settled so those sheep can even see the hole.
Yeah.
And right now TJ's even standing in the hole, so they might not want to go there because he's there. But so if we can just get it stopped here. Now he's out of the way. Now they're kind of looking. He held his side nicely, and the dog laid down. That was nice. Stay behind it. Good catch on his part. So now they come to the number 3, which is down this fence line here.
Oh, shoot. Close.
It was close. 90 points.
So if you guys have any questions about Nutrina or any of their dog foods, we do have some reps down here at the fairgrounds, and they have some dog food samples. They can answer any of your questions that you might have. But huge thank you to them for being a sponsor this week. We couldn't do it without them.
Yeah, it's nice they have the whole product line, it looks like, out and talking about exactly what might be the best fit.
Oh, yeah. And they have everything from puppies clear up to your older dogs.
Yep,
yeah.
Yep. High Roller Angus is one of our supporters. We want to appreciate everybody who's stepping in and doing stuff for us. All right, we have the stock exhausted. We have our next handler coming in.
Which should be Kat Tufel and Finn's Ripster.
And was it her birthday yesterday?
Yes, it was.
That was fun. She got birthday presents at the auction.
Yeah, happy birthday to her.
Yeah, that was great.
What a great way to spend your birthday.
Yeah. She had a fancy purse and the wallet.
I know.
Yeah.
That auction that they did last night for the scholarship program, holy cow, what a huge success that was. I think it was around 18,000 is what they were able to raise.
Oh, I
night.
had not heard the number.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Very cool.
So, you know, need all these kids to fill out and do their essay for the option for that scholarship next year.
Oh, yeah.
And all that information is on the website. And if anybody wants to support, there's a button you can push to support the scholarship program. Our kids are our future, and these are all the right kids.
Nice job through that
Excellent
fetch.
first panel.
Yeah, Allie Thusen was the recipient this year. She's going to BYU, Idaho in the fall, so it's going to be exciting to see what she does. She's one of our stock setters, and she also runs her dogs here, and she has for the last couple of years.
And staying in agriculture, she said animal science,
Yes.
I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. All right, everybody's looking at the hole.
Dang it, that
Except
one.
one. So she just said she's going to take it, so she's
Okay.
moving on.
Which might be a smart move, you know. It's totally up to the handlers.
And it could be, you know, flow of the livestock. Sometimes with young dogs and yourself, that can be a lot more positive. And maybe she didn't make the go-around. I didn't see the first go-arounds, but sometimes those are good choices, just to have flow with your dog and not getting in
not getting that ring around the rosy.
Yeah.
A couple times. Gets them through 3 nicely.
Yeah, that was really nice. So they're at a nice pace to be able to see that hole.
Nice job through 4.
Lovely. So now she's going to head up to 5. She said 2 minutes, so. Now these novice handlers could have dogs that they've trained themselves, or they can have dogs that have been open dogs in the past that are teaching them about the ropes of it all.
Yeah.
And I think I remember this dog last year being in.
Yep, it was,
open dog, right?
Yep, it
Am
was.
I right?
I think so, yeah. Great job in 5,
And
too.
they're working great as a team. And she comes to us from Ontario, Oregon. So she's at 3 minutes. And she just needs to settle things and get her gate open.
Great job.
Nice job.
Full
points. And a good pet for her friend.
Time of 3:16 and a score of 261. Up next we have 37, Carter with Junior. We have number 38, Jordan with Nell.
So Carter having a smoking run with his first dog, Leah, a minute 45. Now he's coming in here with his dog, ASD Rojo Jr., and I believe they call it Junior. So we're going to see what he can do. No pressure there.
I believe this is his nursery dog, isn't it?
I think you're right, yeah.
It looks like him.
That's a pretty dog, too.
Yep, it is.
After Carter, we'll have 3 handlers and their dogs to compete, and then we will call it good for the day.
Nicely done. And I like it. He uses his hands.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot. Oh, we don't want him to go in the wrong way because then he's got to daylight him. That's a little tricky. There we go. And he's just helping
Oh,
Willow in
that
the back.
one.
The one slid by. So it sort of looks like he might be moving on. I didn't hear him.
Okay, so he might be. So he got 2 through?
All but one.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Do you know where exactly that handler's line? Is it up to the panels or
I think it's up to that fetch.
fetch panel?
Yeah, I think. Right around there somewhere.
Yeah, I saw one person that snuck
Mm-hmm.
almost to the front of that number 4. And
Well, it's
he
hard
got
too because
called.
you're trying to remember a lot of things and to remember
Where you're walking.
Yeah. I did it the last time I was in the finals. I walked through the fetch. Nobody caught it until afterwards, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't even realize I had even done that."
Yeah, yesterday
get in the
they
moment.
yelled at somebody who was, or day before, whenever Novice was out here.
Yeah.
Don't walk through it.
Yep.
Good job.
There he gets him through.
Nice. Good. They said this is their really good chore dog that fetches and brings things in, so
Oh, okay.
driving's pretty new, and
Yeah.
so made it hard in the nursery to, and that's always a hard step for these dogs. Instinctually, they want to bring him to, just like he's doing right now, going to bring
Yeah,
him to
nice
Carter nicely, and this is harder when the stock's going away. He thinks it's getting away, but he's keeping him in good flow.
Who overflanks
Yep.
just a little bit.
He's not going to beat his other time, though.
Nope, but he's still on track.
Yep, he's
He
doing
can get
great.
him to 5.
There we go.
Look at that speed walk. He is hustling. Those sheep are like, get that gate open. Let's go.
I haven't seen if they've done an MSA speed walk, but then, yesterday
Yes.
they let them run out in the field.
Nice job,
Good job.
Carter.
That was great.
Full points.
Got it.
Again, that is something that we want to see is these younger handlers coming out, participating, moving up the ranks, and man, he might be moving to intermediate next year.
Yeah,
He's showing it how to get it done. So
Hopefully they'll give him another year.
Right.
They haven't been doing it very long.
No. Okay, so up next we have Jordan Kilpack and Nell.
From Homedale, Idaho.
And he went earlier with his dog, Dude, and they were able to complete the course with a time of 2:48. So we'll see what him and Nell can do. Might be going just, oh, there you got him
There
turned.
you got him turned. And that's a nice fetch time.
It's kind of an advantage when you have more than one dog, because then you can kind of
get a feel for what you're doing. And if you did something you didn't like.
Yep.
You might need to back up a little bit.
Watch their noses.
The people are a lot of pressure for these guys. There
Yeah.
we go. We got all 5. Nicely done. And he's just talking to Nell to make sure, giving little flanks and to walk. There, that's the spot where they go out to the back, so they kind of are slowing down because they're wondering if they could get back that way.
Yeah. We had one yesterday that just decided it was going, and it slipped underneath the fence so fast. headed to 4.
There we go. He's trying to set this 4 up. They got to see it, and they should go straight through. He's holding his side over there. He's probably right on the handler's line. Nicely done. Staying nicely connected with his dog. And
yeah. Ooh, I thought they were going to head in there.
I thought they were going to go right in. Yeah. I had people asking what the breeds of the sheep are. I didn't ask Steve. Do you know?
I have no idea.
We all guessed. There was 4 of us, and we all said Rambouillet crosses. But they're a little smaller than Rambouillets, but we don't know. We're going to have to research that.
That is a Steve question. Nice job.
Good job.
They might beat him to that gate.
Yeah, they're even on this side. Uh-oh.
Yep, they're all waiting. He's got one straggler right here.
Oh, it's going to go in behind. Oh, you got to back up. Come on, let her get around. So he has a choice here. He could close the gate and take this time or do what he just did.
But he got him in.
He got
Good
it
job.
done for the time. Good job.
So at 3:23. So we're down to the last 2 dogs and handlers of the day in this novice round 2. So tonight we'll be able to see who will be advancing to that final round for novice, which I believe will be happening
7:30 tonight with dessert, isn't it?
Yes, and then
the sheep Calcuttas tonight?
The sheep Calcuttas tonight. Yeah, and so tomorrow we have Futurity Cattle round 2 going, and then we're going to have the Old Timers final. That's going to be fun. Novice Cattle round 2 will be happening. Intermediate sheep finals, open sheep finals, nursery sheep finals, and Futurity sheep round 1 will be happening tomorrow. So these guys will not run if they make it into that final round until Saturday. So they got a little break in between.
This is Cindy Jennings and Bay from Lake Stevens, Washington, and they just snuck around.
She had a 2:13 with her dog earlier, Sis. So that was a great run.
Cool.
So we'll see what her and Bay can do. So again, it's getting later in the day, and those sheep are looking for those places that they can get out of here. It gets them through the fetch.
Nice. So now a handler that's on this side, and this has worked just as well as the other side. Beautifully done. She's only at 1:10 or so. So in a way is a counterclockwise, and so he went the opposite way. He went go by or come by clockwise. So the whistles and the voice commands would have the combination. Now those sheep came in the wrong way, so they have to clear past. There's tape on the wall. We can't really see on the camera very well, but I'm pretty sure she cleared, but she missed one.
She missed one.
So my guess is she'll go back. But we'll see here. She stepped up because the dog was getting a little excited. And she went back and got all 5. There we go.
Perfect.
Now she's going to set up for this panel. Looks like they might go out to the outside.
As I say, there is that little gap, and that one snuck through there.
Uh-oh. There's lots of airplanes here. There must be a little airport that's pretty active. And they are taking off right off over our heads. Really affected the dogs out in the field. It's a little quiet right now.
Yeah, earlier in the day, they were flying like crazy. I think it was in the open field, the one run, there was like 4 of them that came through, and I was like, holy cow, can we take a break so these poor handlers can have their dogs hear them? So it was kind of loud out there.
And then some were really low. It was like, what are you doing down here?
Yeah, it's definitely got a little bit more busy.
And now we have the ambulance driving around practicing with its horn, this little siren.
I don't know what it's doing.
All right, so it looks like she's going to try to cover this fence side.
Oh, good job.
She got that done, and they should stop.
Fortunately, she's running out of time right here.
Yep.
But she is going to get 4 completed, so great job.
There we go. Oh, we're going to hear a buzzer here.
Yep.
Good job.
That was Cynthia and Faye with score 180. And our final runs will be Jennifer and Pete.
Score of 180.
Yeah, so not quite getting it done, but good job.
So if you're wondering what the little strange walk was coming down this way, she can't run.
No.
There's no running, so they do this little speed walk that seems to be the trademark these days.
Right. We did find out, though, we did have some fast sprinters, though, yesterday in that nursery field. They had to do a pretty much 100-meter dash, and they were cruising out there.
Yeah, a couple of them, it was pretty amazing how fast they could go. So if you didn't watch it, they turned them loose yesterday. After the sort, they could run.
They did.
It was worth watching.
Oh, yeah. You can go back. So all of these live streams are going to be archived on the Mountain State Stock Dogs YouTube page. So you can go back and watch any of these rounds. And, yeah, definitely the nursery field you need to go back and watch and see how they did those 100-meter dashes. Jennifer ran earlier with her dog Gus, and she finished in a 3:22. So let's see what she can do with Pete. Oh, and he is dialed in. He's ready to go.
She's from Luther, Oklahoma.
Super fast dog.
There, she got it lined up nicely.
Great job.
And all of them went through with a nice, little bit tight there, but getting them turned. It's hard. There's not a lot of space over here because we're all here.
And you don't want to move because you don't want to make the sheep see ya. You have to be invisible up here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I thought they were going in.
I did too. That one.
Well, there they go.
Being sneaky. There we go. Oh, you guys.
Gotta get back together.
There's your friends.
Oh, now they're going to circle. Going a little wide.
Yep, got to get them tucked into this side of the fence. Looks like they're on the right side now. And she's got all 5.
Nice. So, and Jennifer's not walking up there. She's kind of staying back here.
Well, I think some of them know they're probably going to have a harder line tomorrow.
Yep.
All right, nice and easy. Kick out.
Oh, watch that hole. Oh. Ooh, I don't.
This little dance is always tricky.
Yep.
Because they go right to left. You got to get it kind of a little rounder.
When we talked about it earlier, these panels go all the way to the ground, so those dogs can't go underneath.
Nope.
They have to go all the way around. And watch that hole.
Yeah, wait, keep them going.
They just keep that going. Oh. He just stopped short.
There we go.
Again, sometimes, even though you might not want to walk up, it might help to just kind of walk up and help your dog a little bit. She's down to about a minute.
And this is so hard when they're circling.
Yeah.
Those Y panels, it's just tricky.
Yep.
I know it looks like there's not many people here, but most of the people in the bleachers are behind us and to the right.
Yeah.
It's the seating and where everybody's hanging out. And if you have nothing to do this weekend, come on down and join us.
Yeah.
Saturdays. Friday and Saturday are the big days.
I was going to say, we've made it to Friday and Saturday. That's crazy.
I know, it is crazy. Can't believe it. Been long days. Start at 7 a.m. and, well, actually earlier. I hear that the stock people are here at 5:30 or 6.
Yep.
Setting up all the stock and.
That was Jennifer and Pete with a score of 90.
90. So we are officially done in the Neutrina Power Arena. So again, I believe Open Cattle is still going on in the Loyal Life. We will be back tomorrow in the Loyal Life Arena. We're going to have the Futurity Cattle Round 1. And I actually have Jeannie text me because she has nothing else to do. So she texts me the start times for tomorrow. So 7 a.m. in the Power Arena, the Sheep Arena where we're at, Intermediate Sheep will be beginning. And then 8 o'clock, Novice Cattle is going to be starting in the True Arena, which is that lower arena. And then 9 o'clock, the Futurity Cattle will be starting in the upper arena. So 7, 8, and 9, those 3 arenas, the field is done. So we won't be having that 4th arena going. But come on down tomorrow, and we will see how the next 2 days go. So
sounds good.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, everybody.